I'm about to get hit by Hurricane Milton. Contractors and roofers, if you're good at writing estimates but you're tired of giving them away for free, listen up.
It's day 283 on my trek to make $500,000 this year, living out of the back of my van. And so far this year, I've made $265,809. Haven't made all that money living in the back of my van. I made about $30,000 or $40,000 of that amount in the back of my van while I'm down here in Florida handling insurance claims because of Hurricane Helene. I used to sit around and wait for phone calls, drive all around the state, renovate a kitchen, learn about who I'm going to sub some work out to, get some bullshit notes and measurements, writing up estimates, worrying if my price was too high they were going to go with somebody else, worrying if my price was too low I'd lose my ass. Just to find out in the end that all they wanted was a free quote, and I would never hear from them again. Spent more time chasing after it than anything else. It's cool when it works out 20% of the time, but for the remaining 80, it's pretty fucking frustrating. Once you start working with insurance companies, you lose a lot of that frustration because instead of having to land each individual job, all you need to do is land one vendor that's already contracted by an insurance company, and that one vendor may pay out anywhere from a couple $100 to a couple $100,000 in any given year. And you aren't actually doing any of the bullshit repairs. You write up an estimate, then you take that estimate and explain how you arrived at that number, and then you submit it to the vendor that you're working with. Just going out, taking a look at what's damaged, assuming anything is damaged to begin with, and using software to determine a price to repair it. I may write an estimate to fix a roof or to repair some water damage in a kitchen for $5,000, and in a few weeks, I'll usually get paid something like $300. And rather than accidentally smashing these man fingers with a hammer, I'm sitting in a Starbucks shooting sexy eyes to the baristas. And you know what I do with all that time that I'm not spending doing the actual physical work? More estimates. Now imagine if you wrote that same estimate for $300 4 times in a day. That's $1,200 a day. That's $6,000 over a 5-day work week. It's about $24,000 a month. That's about $288,000 a year. Assuming you don't know how to avoid taxes, cut it in half for taxes and expenses, and you're walking away with $144,000 in your back pocket. So if you want to learn more about what it's like to be a freelance claims adjuster like me, give me some love down in the comments. Claim Daddy out.